me to go over that real fast? That was when I was teaching. This was back in 1966. I was teaching at a college. I was the professor of Bible. I had 250 freshman students in the freshman class taking Introduction to the Old Testament. The first day of class, I went over the syllabus and I said, we're going to have 3 short papers, 5 to 8 pages in the course of the semester. First one's due October 1st, second one November 1st, third one December 1st. And I said, unless there's a death in the immediate family or you're confined to the infirmity for illness, if it's not on my desk by 12 o'clock on the 1st, you get an F for that portion of the grade. Does everybody understand? Yes. So October the 1st came, and 225 students came in with their paper, and 25 didn't, and they were standing there terrified. And they said, oh, Dr. Sproul, we failed to make the adjustment to college, and we didn't budget our time. Please don't give us an F. And I said, okay, I'll give you 2 more days to get your paper done, but don't ever do this again. Oh, no, we won't. November came along, and 200 students came in with their paper, and 50 didn't have them. And I said, where's your papers? And they said, oh, it was homecoming weekend, and we had all these other things due for the other classes. We're so sorry. Please forgive us and let us have another chance. And I said, okay, but this is the last time. And they started to sing spontaneously. I'll never forget it. We love you, Prof. Sproul. Oh, yes, we do. And I was Mr. Popularity on the faculty, and that popularity lasted until the 1st of December. When on the 1st of December came, 150 students come with their paper and 100 don't. And I looked out and I said, where are these papers? And this one student, I'll never forget, he was coming back a book, and he said, oh, don't worry about it, Prof. We'll have it for you in a couple days. I said, Johnson, you don't have your paper? And he said, no. And I took out the black book and I wrote F. And there was this hue and cry immediately. And they shouted with one voice, that's not fair. I said, what did you say? He said, I said, that's not fair. I said, oh, Johnson, it's justice that you want. He said, yes. I said, okay. Don't I recall that you were not on time in November, on November 1st with your paper? And he said, that's right. I said, okay, I'm going to give you justice. I'm going to go back and change your grade there to an F. I said, okay, now, who else wants justice? And nobody volunteered. See, what happens is when we first receive grace, we're overwhelmed with appreciation. We are amazed by grace. The second time, we tend to take it for granted. By the third time, we demand it. And the moment we think that God owes us grace, as I said a moment ago, that should be a bell going off in our head that's saying, I'm not thinking about grace anymore, because God never owes me grace. He never owes you grace either. But that was a real event. That wasn't just an illustration.